Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I am your host, DBoss, and I just hope that everybody's been doing their 15 minutes or more of laughing per day, because that helps you set your day for the day. It helps you keep youthful. You release all those endorphins in your body that if you're causing any high blood pressure. It helps tone your abs. It also helps warm up your voice for any speaking engagement or anything, or singing if you have to do. Some people do that, some people don't, but it's always good. And if you say you don't have anybody to laugh with, well then just phone somebody or look at something on streaming, or there's so many options you can do today so you could laugh. And it's 15 minutes minimum. So if you can go more than that, I'm appreciative of that. Also, if we're going to get into some health benefits of the coconut water, drinking coconut water, all those benefits, and also watermelon. So you're going to have a lot of that. Okay, so before we have our guest here, we're going to get right back with somebody. So we're going to hear from Vital Steps to Vital Health, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. I'm Joanne James. Today we're going to talk about hydration, especially when you're exercising. Now, when we exercise, we will actually lose water through sweating through the tops of our heads and our skin. And it's important to replace that water. 60% of our body is made of water. So when you're working out, make sure that before you start the program, you've had liquid or some form of water an hour before your workout, then sip throughout your workout, and once you finish that workout, you're going to make sure that you have more water. This is a way to replenish the body so that one, you don't feel dizzy or feel nauseous or feel as though you're going to pass out because you're dehydrated. So it's very important to make sure that you consume water throughout your workout. Drink water, you'll feel better, and you'll get the best workout. I'm Joanne James, and this has been your Vital Steps to Better Health and Fitness. See you later.
Thank you, Joanne James, for that tip. Everybody stay hydrated, even if you have summer all year round. But here, and it doesn't even matter if it's summer, winter, fall, you still have to keep hydrated and drink your liquids and stuff like that. And it doesn't mean liquor or beer or, stuff like that, wine or something, because those things dehydrate. So you have to have, you can drink a beer, then drink a water, drink a wine, drink a water, drink a rum punch or whatever you're drinking, and drink something. So that's the way how you have to go, or you'll end up very, very dehydrated. But today we got a very special guest, and we're going to find out all about his journey, where he's been at, how he came about to be who he is. And so we're going to get right into it with Mark Wonder. Hello.
Greetings, love, and thanksgiving.
Yes, I guess you were laughing. I see a little bit there laughing about the liquid, right? It doesn't mean liquor. A lot of people think you'd be drinking. They're having beer, they're having a dragon stout or whatever they have, that stuff. You still got to drink some water. So here at Real Life Matters, we like to know where people's cultural background and where you come from. So where do you come from, Mark?
Yes, first let me say greetings in the name of the Most High, Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Empress Menen, balance, earth balance. Greetings to all those who are listening in the land. Amen. All the viewers all over the world. Thanks for giving. Your love. Yes. Mark Wonder. Born Mark Andrew Thompson in Kingston, Jamaica. Was raised in the city of Kingston. Yes, we grew up in the ghettos, so, we know all about the ghetto runnings and, yeah.
All right.
The whole from that side of the world, Yeah.
Well, he's a legend, people. Legendary Mark Wonder. So can you tell us who you worked with and performed with?
As an artist?
Yes.
Well, I've done a lot of work with many artists, yeah. You know what I mean? Um, I've done work with people like Sizzla Kalonji, big up Sizzla wherever he is. You know what I mean? Gentleman from out of Germany, Anthony B, Caperton, Everton Blender. I've done work with Turbulence. I've done work with Jamali. I've done work with Everton Blender and Juna Kelly. I've done work with Juna Kelly, Fantan Moja, and
Marcia Griffith.
no, I haven't done any collab or done any of work with Master Griffiths, but I've done work with the legendary Babandi, rest in power Babandi, and I've worked
Okay.
with also Babandi. Yes, Nada Ranks, and those are the names that I can remember as artists.
He has such a
Yeah.
long roster, people. He can't he can't recall. But so okay. So you've worked with all these people, Mark. So who would you like to work with and do a collaboration with that you haven't?
Well, in this time, we kind of approach the situations more differently now, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like back in the days when we were, trying to pave our way through and, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a different vibration now. Now we have come of age, you know? So this is not a situation where we just want to do some music with any and anyone, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
Okay.
at the moment, I can't say at the moment, you know, because then when we're doing the music, it has to be a spiritual connection, you know. We say
Oh.
Rastafari, so
Okay.
we
Okay.
don't want to be doing stuff with people who is not seeing, you know, like how we are saying, you know, people who not hold the same meditation like we do, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Because our journey is our spiritual journey. So the music has to have spiritual essence and them kind of vibrations, you know,
Okay.
coming forth with it. So it's not just like to run and do music with any and anyone, you know what I mean?
Okay.
No matter
All
the
right.
meaning. Yeah.
So it's a special movement. So when did you knew you were going to be an entertainer?
Well, first and foremost, let me tell you, I don't like to address myself as an entertainer because I'm not an entertainer, you
Okay.
know? I'm a Rasta man first, yeah,
Okay.
before anything, yeah. I'm a Rasta man who does reggae music, you know
Okay.
what I mean? So I actually think my journey began from in my home, you know. My mom, my mom had a stereo. We never had TV at the time in the house, so she had a music stereo, and she
Okay.
had a large collection of music, both international music and local music. So as a young youth growing up, I found pleasure in playing my mother's stereo and playing music from people like Isley Brothers, Otis Redding, Egla Fitzgerald. I used to even listen instrumental like people like Coltrane and all of them people, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I absorb all of those vibrations by playing my mom stereo. And I remember many years ago, even before I thought of being involved in music, being a singer or anything in music, I remember one day I was chanting. My mother asked me to do some chores and I was chanting and I just overheard her saying, what would you like to be when you grow up? And I just quickly said, I want to be a singer, not knowing that today I would actually be that person, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's where my musical journey actually began,
Okay.
until later on, then we start venturing out and sound system because I came through in the sound system era, when the sound system era was alive and popping, Yeah, so there was lots of sound system in and around my community that I grew up in. So that's how I started to venture out, what I mean, hounding our skills and what I mean. Yeah.
All right. So I have some music here, some songs that you have. So tell us before I play them and stuff like that. So tell us about Another Day.
Another day, another gift. That's a very special song. I wrote that song while I was on tour in Europe. Actually, I was in Belgium at the time when I wrote that song.
Okay.
Yes, and the inspiration just came. I just remember one morning, because at the time there was like hazy and cloudy situations in Belgium at the time, and I was just having a vibe, and all these words start coming together. And I remember went to pull that drape at the window, and I saw beautiful sunshine, and it just kicked everything, everything just came together right there. So actually, we did a demo. We did a demo because there was a home studio there. We did a demo, and then after I did the demo, I actually sent that situation to my producers. One of my producers who I've worked very closely with, Oneness Productions from out of Germany in Munich. And I send the demo to them, and they actually add the musical productions to what I had. And that is what we have now. Another day, another gift. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna hear this one another day. We hear a little bit of it.
Rasta is from creation, yet have no birth record. Rising up this morning, sun's up in that glory. Journey of life continues. This is the story. Yeah. Forgetting the troubles in yesterday. Be the reason someone smiles today. Rising up, might as well spread the joy. See the opportunity of each new horizon. Another day, another day, another day, another day. Giving thanks alive.
Ooh, I like that one. That sounds good. Whoa, it
Yeah,
sounds so smooth, and how you all the beats and the everything's going. I like it when it does that.
it's a beautiful production. I just want to say big up to all the production team of Oneness Production. Big up Murray. Benji likewise. Respect.
All right, so
Mm.
tell us about urgency.
Urgency. Looking through aspects of our life and surroundings here, in Jamaica and other parts of the earth. We're seeing where a lot of things are going wrong. You know, and we see a lot of things affecting my people. Yeah, my people, my generation, my nation.
Okay.
Things happen to everyone, but when I look at my people, and see what are going on in Africa, the Caribbean, and all
Mhm.
over, it's a situation where we just have to come into ourselves and realize what is taking place. And we have to take a stance, and that stance has to be in urgency,
Right.
to tackle whatever situation that is affecting us, as a people, as a nation. So urgency came about one afternoon. I was sitting in the back of my yard, and there was some political campaign happening during the COVID situation. And I was looking at the people running around, and just seeing how, like, the puppet master has the string and, pulling, and the puppets are just obeying and behaving the way the puppet master wants them to behave, you know. So it's like removing the shackles and chains, you know. So I came up with a vibration where we urgently need to, get into ourselves, find our true being, you know,
Okay.
and realize, where we at and what we stand for and what we are for, and that needs to be done like now, immediately, urgently, you know.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah,
So here we go. Urgency, people.
We are, we are, we are, we are. If you don't see, got to wake up from your sleep. Now it's a state of urgency. Now the dumb will have to speak for the blind. If you don't see, got to wake up from your sleep. Now it's a state of urgency. Now the dumb will have to speak for the blind. Cycle of the earth keeps changing, and Mother Nature is rebelling. Babylon repetition, recycling, and for the people it's just weeping and wailing. Politics and religion is a failure. Check the economy, it's a total disaster. And now the people are trying to come over. Hail our revolutionary soldier. If you don't see, got to wake up from your sleep. Now it's a state of urgency. Now the dumb will have to speak for the blind. If you don't see, got to wake up from your sleep. Now it's a state of urgency. Now
Yes, yes, yes. I like it. You gotta play that song to some people every day. I really like it.
yeah, it's all about bringing forward truth to I and I people, Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in the social injustice that reach us every day, and being voice of the voiceless, we have to be here to address these situations, You know what I mean? There's a lot
All
of
right.
people who want to speak, but they had no voice to speak. So yeah, we are here as a Rasta man, Yeah.
That's true. So tell us about this one. Powered for the people.
We
You
always
know,
defending
is it your son?
the rights of the people. Yeah. We're always defending the rights of the people, man, Yeah. As we said, there's a lot of injustice that surrounds us every day, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
many voiceless people, you know what I mean? So we see these situations. So we put them in songs and add melodies to them, you know what I mean? And what we call social commentary, So these are situations that I see every day, you know what I mean? So yeah, people are
Okay.
powerless, you know, lots of people are powerless, you know what I mean? So we want to restore the power to the people, you know what I mean? So more power for the people.
All right. So here we go. Power for the people.
more power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Never want to engage the people in conversation. Don't ever give a damn about their plight. Economical strategies, political monopoly, an orchestrated plan put into motion. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. More power for the people. More power for the people, I say. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
There's such mysticness in the music that I'm hearing, like it touches you, like, yeah, oh, it's real.
Well,
You know what I mean?
that's the whole vibration of the situation, and
Mhm.
we don't really make the music for ourselves, we make the music for people. And the situation is to touch the people, Yeah. And by touching the people, it's all about having that soul, that spiritual connection, you know what I mean?
Right,
Yes. Without that spiritual connection, then there's no pulse, you know what I mean? So you won't feel that energy, Yeah, so
right.
this is how the Rastaman do it, you know what I mean? Yeah, all in spiritual highness, yeah?
Yes, you can feel it. So tell us about For the Reason.
For the reason, um, actually, quite a few songs that you've been playing. For the reason, urgency, and power for the people. It's from my latest album project, and that project is called Reflection of the Dragon Slayer. Released sometime last year, I think about March. Yeah, last year. Yeah, between March
Okay.
and April, if I got my situation
Okay.
right. Last year, yeah. And for the reason is actually the only love song on that project. And it was just a mystical vibes, you know what I mean? I got the track and listening to the track, and it just tells me what to say, It just tells me what to say. And, yeah, most of the vibes are just mystical vibrations coming from the heavens, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you know what I
But
mean?
this one's about love, though.
Right. Well, I mean, yes, it's about
Is it
uh,
love
uh,
for you? Love for
it's
you?
well, it's love for everyone who wants to be in
Okay.
love, or who needs to be in love, and whoever is in love. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a situation where a king is expressing his vibrations to his queen. Letting her
Okay.
know how much he appreciates loves her. And you see all these mystical vibration, all these upfulness and uprightness through the eyes. You know what I mean? Through her windows. Which is her eyes. Yeah. And then, in her doings, in her sayings, she's just saying and doing it all. So this is the king's way of honoring his queen verbally, you know what I mean? And paying tribute to Mother Earth, his lover, his queen. Yeah.
All right. All right. We're going to hear this one now. This is Honoring the Queens.
When I see your eyes, it's like starlight in the sky. Just to see your smile, the whole galaxy comes alive. Natty, love your style, it's like pure heaven's delight. You're giving me your vibes, sure does groove me oh so right. Feeling I can't get over this feeling. It's like a brand new dawn, new beginning. See, this love is for a reason. Feeling I can't get over this feeling. It's like a brand new dawn, new beginning. See, this love is for a reason. it's more sweeter every live long day. Majestical moments, hoping life would be like this all the way. You make me feel juvenile, joy and laughter coming through, yeah, Lord. And just you remember, cherishing every moment you show you care. Well, the vibes that you're bringing, our chemistry is growing. You've been queen, lighting up the scene. Exemplary in every means, woman of the night with every heartbeat. The vibes that you're bringing, our chemistry is growing. You've been queen, lighting up the scene. Exemplary in every means, woman of none with every heartbeat. When I see your eyes, it's like starlight in the sky. Just to see your smile, the whole galaxy comes alive.
Woo!
I love your style.
Woo! Woo! They could play that at a wedding and in a movie soundtrack. You know what I mean?
That's a beautiful production. I must say big respect
Wow.
to the producer of those tracks, John Moon from out of Berlin, Germany. And as I said, those tracks, this one and Urgency, For the Reason, and Power for the People. That's part of my latest album production, produced by John Moon out of Berlin in Germany. Big up to the production team, Ganja Man and all those people, who helped along with the putting together this project, So big up John Moon and the Youth Man Records out of Berlin, yeah?
Yes. And are there any other shout outs you want to give to people while you're shouting out?
Well, there's so many people, big up the oneness, who have been a very integral part of I and I being, this time. Big up all the producers who have, worked with Mark Wonder, helping Mark Wonder to create and carve out whatever is there that people can see and hear now. Big up Addis Records, Big up also Irites Records, we have already big up Oneness Records and big up the Bingistra crew here from in Jamaica, Mr. Honorable Earl Chinnasimit and the Bingistra crew. Big up all my loved ones, my daughter, my sisters, my brother, Big up all, all listeners out there in Radio Land listening, and just big up the African people in the diaspora. We don't say diaspora because we don't want to die at. Why should we die at, Like they tell you to have a diet, you're not going to die at. Big up the diaspora, all around, Yeah. Love and greetings, love and joy. Rastafari live.
All right. So, if so what would you give? What words would you give to somebody that's coming up in the music industry and want to stay true to the music? What would you say?
Well, you just have to be true to yourself. Believe in yourself first of all, Yeah. Be humble, be patient, you know what I mean? And most of all, have respect, Yeah. And
And be in
it's a
tune
it's a
with your
it's a, it's a,
spirit.
it's a very tricky situation because music business is not just a set formula where everybody goes through the same situations, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but most of all, you have to have a self belief, you know what I mean? Yeah, be conscious and aware of yourself, you know what I mean? What you want to do, what you want to present to the world, you know what I mean? Yeah, and most of all, showing respect, because there were other people here before I and I, you know, people who laid on the foundation, the cornerstone. And in these times, we see where lots of the younger folks coming up now, they don't show that respect or honor to the foundations, So that's a very integral part of situations, Yeah, because when you do that, you're actually honoring yourself and, setting a precedence for others who are coming forward. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, I must say the journey is not a painted situation where everyone goes through. Every artist will tell you their story, and some will match up and some won't. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay.
But yeah, we just love John live.
Well, I gotta invite you to come back someday. When you get some more songs out of your album, so we can hear some of the other ones. And I
Well,
encourage people to stream.
well, we have 13 albums. We've been recording from 1985. That's when I started recording from
Okay.
1985,
Wow.
and up to date we have 13 release albums. Yeah, and you've been playing tracks from the latest. Those
Yes.
last two tracks you played us from the latest album project, and we have hundreds of singles out there. Tons of
Wow.
music,
And
tons
then
of
they have
music.
stuff in the archives that I haven't released yet. I mean,
There's lots of music there. I mean, we're going around going 4 decades now. Yeah.
wow.
We've been doing this for a long time. So there's lots of music out there. And it's getting stronger and stronger. And as I said, respect to all the producers who have contributed, you know,
Hmm.
to help me and I fulfill these moments, and putting forward these truths. Because I and I mission is to forward truth to this generation. Yeah, so the music that I and I do, this is not just for gallivanting and happy-go-lucky situation. Yeah,
That's
we're here to forward truth to I and I people. You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah, it's all about the black redemption. Yeah.
All right. So if people want to book you or follow you on social media, where can they find you, Mark?
Well, I mean, we have these mediums that we use, I mean, people can find me on the Facebook, Mark Wonder, you know, original. And we also has an Instagram, Mark Wonder Music, I mean, and yeah, I'm not too much into the lot of different kind of gadgets and all these stuff that is out there now, but for sure people can find me on those medium at this time.
Okay. All right. Well, I do want to thank you, Mark, for telling us that your journey and your spiritual connection to your music is very vital and very important to you. And people will get to know that from you after they watch the interview here I did with you. And you guys book him. Go listen to all the music, not just his new releases, but you can listen to all the 4 decades of music that he's done. So, and I encourage you all to stream the music, pay for the stream so that they can get into the categories that they're supposed to. So I encourage people. This Mark Wonder at his best, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be back. So thank you, Mark Wonder, for coming here and doing this interview and telling us about a bit about you.
Well, we give thanks. Thanks for having us, and give thanks to those who tuning in. You know what I mean? And just about, what I mean, giving thanks for everything that they're giving in. You know what I mean? More love, more life. You know? Yeah, more power to the people. You know what I mean? Because yeah, the people are being restricted, and their pride, their dignity, all these things have been taken away. But the Rastaman forward in this time. You know what I mean? To liberate the people from captivity. You know, unleash the Babylon situation. And bring forward through the music. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because when you listen to a lot of stuff that is going on out there, there's no spirituality in the music. The music is weak. And a lot of people dancing, but they're dancing to the wrong. They're dancing the wrong dance. A lot of people singing and chanting, but they're chanting the wrong songs. You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of people are singing the wrong song. So the Rastaman come forward to make things right, just like I and I Groundation ones who lay the foundations for I and I to tread on. The Bob Marleys and I mean the Burning Spears, you name them, they're all there, the Marcus Garvey in Kuma, all these great warriors who stood up for what's the cause, for the cause. And that's what we represent here, for the cause, Rastafari.
All right. And on that note, good night, everybody, and bye for now.
Thanks for giving. Jalib.